Hi, Patterns of Power friends.
Hey, fellow educators, it's Travis and Holly, and we are back from our explorations of literature to share another great model with you.
Absolutely. And so, this is a book that I'm reading. And just so you know, I haven't finished it. Where I am now, it seems like it would be okay for middle or high, but stay tuned.
Intriguing nonetheless.
Yes,
We'd
so
love to know a little about it.
absolutely. So, the book is 50 Words for Rain, and the premise is really interesting. The main character, Nori, is half Japanese and half um, African American, and so her mother is a Japanese from Japanese aristocracy, and she is married, but she has an illicit affair with an American GI, and Nori is the child.
Mm,
Yeah, and
very
so
intriguing.
the mother drops her off with her parents and leaves her there to be raised, but of course she doesn't quite fit in. And so the book is really looking at kind of her journey to figure out who she is and where she fits.
Let's take a look at the model.
Absolutely.
So, the model that we have chosen for you today is: when she finally reached the gate, she paused, unsure of how to proceed. It was open, and yet she was quite sure that she should not be entering. She waited for her mother to instruct her, but the woman remained on the sidewalk, watching in silence.
Yeah.
Great model.
Yeah. Lots in there. Lots to unpack.
Yeah, so we could focus in to a couple different points here, looking at connecting to the Green Book, to MPOP. We may focus on that first sentence in the model, looking at a focus phrase to extend learning. When I start a sentence with when, I'll probably need a comma. That's connected to lesson 6.1. So if you wanted to swap this model out or extend after the lesson, that could be a great way to take a look at complex sentence openers as a continued focal point.
Absolutely, and of course, in the high school book, we mentioned this at an earlier video. That's 5.2. That's the subordinating conjunctions, where you really look at where you might put those phrases, and so that would fit there as well.
Yeah, and if you wanted to connect in with compound sentences, as we see them in the rest of the model, we may use the focus phrase, I use compound sentences to show relationships among ideas. You may want to use the focus phrase, I use a conjunction to show connection between sentences. So we have the comma and the comma but in the within the model there. So some focal
Absolutely.
points for you.
Yeah, and so in the middle school book, that would be 5.1 with the compound sentences. In the high school book, you'd really be looking at 5.1 again, but you'd be skinnying it down. So 5.1 is I connect sentences with a period, semicolon, or a comma conjunction. So you'd really just be teaching each of those separately, and that absolutely would work there as well.
Yeah, so we hope that this model is helpful to you in extending your learning or student learning around these patterns, and we hope you enjoy.
Absolutely. Thank
Great to
you
see you.
guys.